Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched this particular French film. It's called Sur la piste du Marsupilami. It's actually Hooba on the trail of the Marsupilami. You know what? The French really know how to do their live action CGI movies right, as do the Japanese. I absolutely adored this movie, every last second of it, and the way that Marsupilami is rendered, he looks positively true to life. And I'm not going to go too much into the particular plot, but you've got a veterinarian, and he's kind of a trickster, and well, he actually he turns over a new leaf within the duration of the movie, and he proves to his whole family. Actually, it's a group of children that he's taken in. One of the children is his own flesh and blood, Cassandra, and he owns this kind of ramshackle veterinarian office, and animals really do love him. He does have the St. Francis spirit and animal magnetism. But he tells his family a story that Marsupilami, he was in the jungle and he lost a baseball in one of the trees in the canopy. And when he was trying to go and fetch it, he almost fell to his death, but Marsupilami saved him. Of course, Cassandra said, "No, Father, there is no Marsupilami." He said, "Well, I taped it. I have evidence of it. And I've seen Marsupilami. Marsupilami exists." And then you have the reporter, Don Palumbo, who's on the left, the guy with the kind of Shaka gray hair. And it's really amusing how those two, they're the unlikeliest of allies. I'm not going to say why, but it all fits into this mythological tale of the Marsupilami and the Paya, and he's also known as a Paya as well. And there is a youth serum that fits into this that comes from the orchid, and there's a botanist working with his assistant in the jungles of Palumbo, and he's waiting for his 84th birthday or 82nd birthday, and he doesn't realize that the orchid in and of itself has youthful qualities until it falls into a serum that he is experimenting on, and his youth returns to him. But then it corrupts him. He realizes that this is all he wants, and he'll stop at nothing to get it, and he doesn't care whether Marsupilami will be destroyed in the process of retrieving this youth serum from the orchids in and of themselves. But yeah, it's actually very multi-layered, and I give it 5 stars, and the cinematography is absolutely gorgeous, and the music is great. It has Celine Dion. His the main director wanted to have an interview with Celine Dion. Well, he actually told Palumbo he admired his interview with Celine Dion, and the crux of the film in and of itself is Marsupilami and good versus evil, and this prophecy. I'm not going to go into that prophecy, but it's just is positively uplifting, and there are just moments that I was dying laughing, and it was one of the best movies I've seen in a good long time, and I'm glad I had a chance to actually get to see it. And it says up here at the top that it was realized by the director of Asterisk and Obelix, Mission Cleopatra, and I thought, they did a live action Asterisk and Obelisk? Say what now? Why did I not know about this, and when did it come out? And The only reason that I know about it, and I love asterisk and obelisk. Yeah, I'm one of the rarities in the world because I took a class in my French culture and conversation, became introduced to asterisk and obelisk, fell in love with it, and it was one of my favorite cartoons. And I saw the movie was just superb, and I haven't seen this version, the live action. I'm kind of curious. I'm wondering if it's as good or even better than this Marsupilami, but this brought back nostalgia for me because if you're like me and you grew up in the 90s, you know about Disney Afternoon and you know about Hooba, Marsupilami, and of course there is no Maurice. But, Maurice plays no part in this, and it's really not that big of a deal because you don't really care. It's more about Marsupilami. You learn about the legend of Marsupilami and why Marsupilami is so important, and it's like he's a force of the universe. I thought, holy cow, he's extremely important. He maintains harmony. I thought, oh, that's rather metaphysical, is it not? But it goes into that whole superstring theory, and yeah, it gets complicated, but it's absolutely beautiful. And these characters are wonderful, and they delineate between good and evil immediately. You know who. Well, at first you're kind of thinking, is the botanist evil? And then you realize, aha, the botanist is a very rather corrupt, sinister character because he's very selfish and he only cares about maintaining and obtaining the serum so he can continue his youth. What a conceited little twerp. Yeah, you find out that he really is nothing more than just a pompous windbag and pretentious. And what's interesting about this is what I love about the French. His name is irony. His name is Hermoso, and in Spanish, of course, that means beautiful. And I thought, how fitting for him to be called that because he's really ugly. He's not beautiful at all. But I love the way they do that, and it just is that kind of turnabout of language, and just is so clever, and it's just absolutely sensational. And like I said before, the CGI you can't even tell. It's just, it moves so fluidly, and it's absolutely glorious, and it gave me a great surge of nostalgia, and I absolutely adored it. And if you're a fan of the original, you'll think, yeah, this fits in perfectly with the cartoon, and it's perfection. I can't say anything. There are no quibbles, no quabbles, no kvetching for me. It's absolutely outstanding. It's truly a phenomenal movie, and I recommend it to all the Marsupilami fans out there. And if you haven't seen it, see it, because you're going to absolutely love it. I adored it. I can't say anything bad about it. I was completely lost in the sense of euphoria while seeing this. I was like a little kid, and that's one thing I really love about French movies is, they're just so uplifting and so much fun. And yes, we even get to see the director in drag, and that was my favorite moment when he sings "I'm Alive" by Celine Dion. Oh, that fits into, you'll find out, if you see, you'll understand exactly why that was the bismuth of the movie when everything starts to come together. But it ends happily too, so it's one more thing that I love. Well, that's all I have to say about Sur la piste du Marsupilami. Till next time, au revoir!